Happy Sunday on your weekend, and it's the 21st of April. Hope you're having a good time wherever you are. You can see in the background we've got the blinds shut, but it's a sunny day here, similar to yesterday. Big blue sky, sun boring in, still cold though, and no super duper messages from any of the tweets. I always check with Jane, see what's going on, because she checks them all out and it tells me anything startling happening. Nothing going on at the moment. Just for the hell of it, we did do a calculation on time on the water for the boats to see who actually did get here first. And turns out overall for all four legs, as I mentioned yesterday, we don't have a line on us for all four legs. We don't recognise that because we want to just stick with the IRC winner when it comes to all four legs. But Penduic did actually arrive 23 hours ahead of Spirit of Helsinki, if you added them up. So that was an interesting scenario. And that's really about it. So we'll go straight into the tracker and look at exactly what's going on with these headwinds and Triana and all the others right the way down to Explorer. So you're looking at the tracker right now, so am I, and we'll just put that up to there to make it a bit bigger. So still dominated by the centre of this high sitting over island now. It's moved a little bit further along, but not doing much at all in relation to getting these boats towards the finish. They've got headwinds now. They're running into that light band of headwinds right here. And so if that's, we're still on the 8 o'clock positions, but you can see Triana's already come into it. It'll roll over in a minute. I think they're happening now. Triana was doing 6.2 and White Shadow was doing 5.3, very light headwinds. Galliana still stuck in it because she was a bit behind the rest of them, doing 6.8. This is their 8 o'clock positions, so still moving okay, catching up a little bit maybe. Distance to the finish then was 335 and Triana was 245, so still 90 miles behind, and they've got to somehow get across here right up to the finish. So we're just waiting now for that to roll over to the 12 o'clock position. Here we go. I think it's just started. Nope, not yet. Anyway, so that's the challenge for them. And as you know, Triana has to try and get here by around about 5 o'clock tomorrow morning to try and get her time across the line. So it's pretty clear it's not going to happen. But this is our conversation for now. Unless a UFO lands right beside them and transships them to the finish line, it's pretty clear that they're not going to get anywhere. But it's not official until they get in now. So we'll announce that once they get in and relate to the rest of the fleet that's out there sailing. Interesting about Translated. I haven't had a chance to talk to them yet to see where they're going or when they're taking off, but so be it. Still not rolling over. That's unusual. What's going on here? I might just reboot this and just see if that brings us up to the 12 o'clock positions. So we can see what happened in the last 4 hours. Hit that, go for windy. We've got windy, go for the grids. We've got the grids and go for the size here just to get it up a bit bigger. And yes, we've got the 12 o'clock position now. So Triana's tacked across, only doing 4.9 knots. It'd be beautiful sailing out there, that's for sure. But at the same time, he'll be pulling his hair out by the roots, and I'm not sure he'll know exactly what timeline he's chasing. But anyway, they've still got 229 miles to go. And they've got around about 12, 13, 14, 15, 16 hours to do that. So they're going to have to go pretty quick. Still, they did a 138-mile day. Not too bad. Galliana's just moving into the light stuff now, still showing 6.8 knots. Pretty good. 311 miles to go. And they did a 154-mile day. White Shadow, 5.6. 292 miles to the finish, and they did a 129-mile day. Evrika pretty much following along, 6 knots, pleasant sailing, but still slow towards the finish. 150-mile day, 326 miles to go. So we'll get into ETAs in a minute. Sterner doing okay, 7.5 knots, pretty much on course. That's pretty good, actually. And so distance to the finish for them is 772, and they did a 184-mile day. which is quite good. Wind on the beam on starboard tack. So that's probably looking like, I don't know whether they'll make 200-mile days, but it'll be 4 or 5. So somewhere in about 5 days. So today's Sunday. So to the end of the week, maybe 27, 26, late 26, but I think it'll be more like 27 because there'll be something happening up around here for sure. Anyway, we'll look at that shortly. And Explorer still fluffing around in the light stuff, 4.4 knots, 69-mile day, 2,000 miles to the finish. So they're going to be 2 weeks, 14, 15, 16, 17 days, 16 or 17 days, I reckon, before they get up here. And let's now just talk about each. First of all, look at the weather in the next 24 hours. I'll try and click this through to see if the internet's going to handle it. And you can see Triana still sitting in light winds there. In fact, it's getting lighter and still headwinds. So just light headwinds. So at best, they'll be tacking across on port tack down here over to France and then tack back again towards Cowes. So this is 4:30 in the morning, 7:30 in the morning, still light winds, very light, getting lighter. But it does swing. That's interesting. It's coming in here. Hang on, I missed that. Okay, so there's a transition there. So about 7 o'clock in the morning, the wind is going to go for them. It's going to start heading around more to the north, and they maybe can squeak around. So, yeah, they could start picking up speed a bit, but this is the 22nd, and it's a couple of hours after their deadline. So they're taking it right down to the wire. But it is swinging, so that's kind of interesting. That's 24 hours out. They've got a wind from the northwest, very light though, and I would suggest they're probably going to be, let's see what that is, 100 miles in 24 hours. No, they're going to be fluffing around here somewhere by midday tomorrow, somewhere in there, okay? And the others will be following suit. They'll be proportionally behind. Galliana might catch up a bit because the wind's going to swing. She might be able to cut the corner, and you can see by the time we get there, she'll be on a track down here. So it just depends when that happens. So at 4 o'clock in the morning, 3 o'clock, she might pick up another 20 miles on Triana, get a little bit closer. So that's 24 hours out. Now we're going into the night, into Monday night, and it's still very light up here. And then when they're down here, it's on the beam. It's looking like, it feels like Triana could arrive in the early hours of Tuesday morning. That's going to be a northerly, so they can reach through on that. And it's okay breeze. That'll keep them moving. So they'd absolutely be there by the 23rd. So I think... My screen's frozen, Jane said. I'm just having a look here. That's the tracker screen.
Yeah, the wind's not moving.
The wind's not moving. Okay. All right. I'll try and I'll just turn this off and on. Come back to there. That's not going to do it. What I'm going to do is swap the screen over. Hello. I'm just going to now put you back again and see if it starts moving. Can you check that, Jane? I'm still here. I'm just checking to see if that's going to change anything on the screen.
No, it's still not moving.
Still frozen. Okay. I'm going to, because mine's moving quite well. When I look at the tracker, I've got everything there. There's just something, it could be, I'm just rebooting everything at the moment. I'll reboot the tracker. See if that does something. Are you looking at a different screen yet, or is it still the same screen? Same screen. Okay, so I'm all blue there, and I'll just come back here. I'm seeing the whole thing. All right, so I'm going to just re-kick this in, reload the Be Live site. You should be back here with me. I'm going to go there. Now, hopefully everyone's looking. Are you looking at the blue screen now? It's a blue screen? Okay. All right. So we're back on track. So you should be on the screen. I'm going to put the windy up. And hopefully that's got you back on track. Hopefully you can see this now. Can you see that wind moving? Yep. Okay. Okay, so I'm not sure how much you got of that, but let's just say I'll just review that. I'll take it up a bit bigger. And I think it's the speed of the internet that's doing this. I'm not sure. Anyway, that's on real-time weather today. And you can see Triana's tack, Galiana's coming up here, and they've got light headwinds coming from right where they want to go. If we go through to the next day, this is 24 hours out. If you keep watching the screen, Jen, and tell me if it freezes. Okay, so you've now got this light weather, but the winds change directions. It's not headwinds anymore, and they'll tack on that, or they'll just head up on the course on that. So it puts them somewhere around about in this light stuff by tomorrow midday, and then Triana will still be going for it. Galiana will come around. White Shadow will be boring down. Same with Evrika. And then by the time, if we go through to 4 o'clock in the morning, you see there's a light northerly here for Triana, and that's about where I think they're going to get. I think we're going to see Triana at midnight or 3 o'clock in the morning or something like that. It depends how they progress around those light winds. But this is okay. A northerly here for all the rest, for Galiana and White Shadow. On that, they'll reach across on that on Port Tack and start heading for the line. So we may see them in very late on Tuesday night as well, late on Tuesday night. So we'll see Triana early on Tuesday morning, I think. And then there'll be boats coming in quick succession Tuesday night and on Wednesday morning. So it'll be a busy time then. The weather for Sterner is looking okay. They'll come up. They might slow down a bit, but I think it'll still be something like late the 26th or the 27th. And Explorer, well, we just know it'll be the 6th, 7th, 8th, or 9th of May. So that's really about the best I can tell you for now. We'll have another tracker obviously tomorrow afternoon, and no one's going to be here by tomorrow afternoon, that's for sure. So, but we'll be able to be a lot more accurate because it will have settled down by then. In terms of Sterner going forward, let's just push it up another day. That's another day. They got a great breeze. Spinnaker's up 25th. Oh, they've got plenty of breeze kicking in. 25th, and then 26th. 26th, following light breeze, so that's not so bad. And just to see if they're still struggling to get in by then, the 27th. Oh, jeepers. Where did that come from? Okay, well, the good news is whatever happens here with the forecast, even if this system comes in early, it's all favourable winds to get them in. So they certainly want to be in by Friday. It's going to cut in, but it's all from the right direction. It's not heavy headwinds, which is just what you don't want. This will kick in somewhere there. It's still a fair way away. We're a week. I just push this through. Yeah, it's going to blow everything apart. So that'll be something to watch for the end of the week. But I really think if Sterner get a move on, they could be in by late on the 26th. And if this forecast is correct, late on the 26th, the weather's going to look something like this, which is beautiful. And that system's coming up further along. If Translator get away sometime late this week, they won't see any of that anyway. They're still down here. They're not moving yet. They're still 0-0. So they're still on the hard. So that's their story. Okay. I'll come back and say g'day and see how things are going here. So hopefully it's all there. Sorry about the stuck screen again. I didn't realise. G'day, Kylie. Up on YouTube. I haven't found the Facebook yet. Okay. Hi, done sunny but chilly. G'day, Francis. Mike Gay. G'day. China's looking like it might go quite close to the Isle of Scillies. Yeah, it could do. Kathleen, chicken from Wasteland. China's struggling. I see. Yep. Explorer's still pointing in the right direction. That's a big plus. So happy about that. Screen stuck. Sorry about that. Frozen more. Greetings from Adelaide. Looks better. Yes, the blue. Okay, so we're all done. Only YT. What's YT? The teaser was fun to watch. I wonder what teaser that was. Yes, all blue now. Okay. All right, that's it. So we'll I make it 4:22. 4:22. Fourth, you've got a routing program for Triana to Pip Maiden. Yeah, well, that was all average stuff. That was average, but it's going to be hard for them to get there. But we'll worry about that once Triana's in. We'll be able to check everything. But I haven't gone on to. Well, we didn't do the. Oh boy, we didn't do the leaderboard. I'll come back and do the leaderboard just to double check for your interest, but I think it'll all start to be pretty obvious by then. Okay, so I'm on here. We'll forget that leaderboard. We'll go straight to the combined results of the leaderboard, and you'll see what's going on here. And here we go. So IRC from the start, corrected time made 179 days, 1 hour. It's a bit of a sinky, 179 days, 18 hours. Assuming that Triana was to arrive, hang on, we'll go for recents. Triana, assuming that Triana was to arrive at on the 23rd of April at 5 o'clock. 23rd of April at 5 o'clock, that'd be exactly 1 day behind Maiden. They'd be 180 days, 1 hour, 22 minutes, and Maiden's on 179 days, 1 hour, 24 minutes. Okay, so near enough to exactly 1 day behind. So therefore, you can say that if they arrived on the 22nd of April at 5:10 in the morning, which is what we've been saying for a while, if they arrived by 5 o'clock on the 22nd, they'd be right on top of Maiden. Now, that's going to be very hard to do, but let's wait and see what happens. So you can see currently Maiden is absolutely the IRC leader in the fleet. They're not the winner yet because we haven't declared that. So it's all very clear. And good luck to Triana. Hopefully they can kick it in and do something crazy and who knows what. But anyway, it's not official until Triana gets in. And then we can be pretty clear with the others. So Galliano would secure 187 days, assuming they get in on the 23rd, but I think they'll be in a little bit earlier than that. And then Evrika 196, and so it goes. White Shadow 196, and the others are all knocked out for the leg that they didn't make any headway and were out of the rankings. Okay, so I think we're done there. You can see what's happening, and we will look forward to seeing you tomorrow. Nothing else there. Connection's broken. Not again. Anyway, okay. Time to go. See you tomorrow. Have a good rest of the weekend, and Sunday night at the movies or something. That's what you usually get. That's what we used to get.